Okay, we're looking at our Halloween facts, and this is a worksheet walkthrough for our Halloween theme unit. The title is Halloween Facts, and we've watched a few videos on our website, on the web page for Halloween, about the history of Halloween and some interesting things to do with Halloween. And there's so much to learn about with that. We've just chosen 5 different things to write, and I've given you some dotted writing. Again, anyone can go over the dotted letters, but it's more important to know what the writing says. So one Halloween fact we know about is that Halloween is always celebrated on the date of October 31 or October 31st. Sometimes the day of the week changes. This year Halloween happens to be on a Sunday. Next year it might be on a Monday. One year it might be on a Thursday or a Friday. But it always falls on the same date, the month of October, and the very, very last day of October, the 31st. Halloween fact is that Halloween is always celebrated October 31st. Here's another fact that we learned. Halloween can be traced back 3,000 years. So in a way, we can say that Halloween is 3,000 years old. Now, not the Halloween that we know today, but the ancient Celts in Ireland, England area 3,000 years ago would be superstitious on All Hallows Evening, when they believed that spirits would walk amongst them for 2 whole days. And on the evening before All Hallows Day, it became known as All Hallows Eve and eventually shortened to Halloween, they would dress up in costumes in order to fool the spooks and spirits that they believed were walking amongst them. Halloween is also a bit of a combination of other holidays that were celebrated by the Romans and a festival of food and things that happened around that time of the year. It kind of got all combined together. And now we have a Halloween that's quite different from 3,000 years ago, but we can trace it back 3,000 years old. Another fact that we learned was that witches were good. Today we think of witches in Halloween stories mainly as being these evil witches. But in the old days, women were very good at gathering plants and herbs, and some of these women knew how to grind up the herbs and plant leaves, stir them up into potions, I guess you could say, and they were medicines. So really the old witches of long ago were nothing more than women doctors, medicine women. If you had some sort of pain or something, you could go to one of these ladies. She would make up a potion, a medicine. But eventually witches became kind of known as being evil, not because they were, just in the stories. People wondered, how are they able to do these potions? Was it magic? Were they evil? And a lot of characters were attached to witches. Spiders were the witch's spy. Owls were nothing but witches who had turned themselves into a bird. Witches were good, though, to begin with. And as we talked about 3,000 years ago, when costumes were first worn, costumes weren't worn for trick-or-treating. They weren't worn to fool other people. The people who wore costumes wore them to fool evil spirits that they believed were walking around trying to fool and hurt them. So if you dressed up as a spook, it would trick those evil spooks and spirits into thinking you were one of them, and they wouldn't play a trick on you. So costumes were first used to fool evil spirits. And the last fact that's very important is that today's Halloween is designed to be scary, but fun. So we could say it's scary and fun, right? We know that all the scary stuff is just pretend. They're plastic models and toys and people in costumes and cutouts of characters, really designed to know that we're going to get scared, but scared knowing that they're not real. So therefore it's fun. And let's face it, trick-or-treating's fun, having a Halloween party is fun, dressing up in a costume is fun. So here's 5 Halloween facts, and of course we learned many, many more on the videos that we watched on our website. But here they are. Halloween facts, October 31st is when Halloween is always celebrated. Halloween can be traced back 3,000 years, so it's 3,000 years old. Witches were considered good when they first started. Costumes were worn to fool evil spirits. And Halloween, well, we think of it today as being scary and fun. Fill out your dotted letters.